came up with this as your response for final. Let's see. What is the love ballad of Turd Ferguson? P.S. Hi, Mom. Nope. Sorry.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Five. This is episode 19 for Friday, September 18th, 2015 of our weekly tech and e-commerce talk. Haven't said that much. Where we catch up on the latest industry news, plus whatever else we feel like talking about. I'm John Suter, broadcasting live from the Fortress of Solitude here in Philadelphia, PA. And with us, as usual, is our co-host, Mr. Bart Mraz, up there in New York City.
What's happening?
Thumbs up.
So we're trying something new.
Trying something new. We're trying this new Blab. Is it just called Blab or Blab?
Oh, Blab.
Just Blab. Blab's pretty cool. You can do broadcasting, but you can invite community and people can come and watch live taping, and you can tweet while you broadcast. And the benefit for me especially is that we get a recording and I can make the show from the recording. So it seems like a beautiful thing.
I think you can repost it on the site too, just as is, I believe.
Yeah, and we can also, I think you exported the test file over to YouTube. That did that pretty good. The only problem with that is we can't do any editing, but who really cares about that?
Yeah, worst case scenario, you do it on YouTube itself. So.
Right. Okay, so we've had a brief hiatus the last few weeks, but now we're back with summer vacations and business travel and whatnot. But we're back in action. It's fall. Lots of big news. Especially last week, Apple announced a bunch of crap. I didn't think it was a bunch of crap. I thought it was a pretty good product announcement. The stock market.
They tried to shove in as much as possible in this thing. So
yeah. They started with the watch. That guy who did the watch announcement, I thought he was going to put everybody to sleep. Luckily, the rest of the presentation went a lot better after he got off the stage.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, let's get a Hermes version of it.
Yeah, like you knew. I knew that was coming, and that's great for those people who can afford that kind of crap. But yeah, they're making incremental improvements to the watch, new bands, new faces, new complications.
New OS, which is awesome.
They call it Watch OS, right? Yep.
Everything is. There's no I in a lot of things anymore. They took it all out.
Right. So, like, we're going to talk about the iPad and the new pencil. It's not iPencil, thank God. This was really interesting. A 12.9-inch iPad Pro, and I'm assuming they're aiming this towards design professionals. There was a lot of discussion on Twitter and whatnot about how much a designer actually sits and sketches and does brainstorming on an electronic device, and I think it's still more traditional. Everyone, the big joke was, no, this is my pencil, and they would take a picture of an actual pencil, their brainstorming device. I think it's going to be a big hit. I think it's going to be great for illustrators because, it's very responsive. There's no latency, there's palm rejection, and that damn screen is beautiful. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Yep.
Obviously this thing is competing against the Surface tablet, with the clip-on keyboard and all that.
I mean, the only problem with it is it's still a iOS OS on it, which is fine. But Brady got the new Surface, Microsoft Surface, which just runs a full OS. I mean, it's full Microsoft.
There's a full Windows, but what is it, like a explain to me. I haven't.
It's full Windows. There's no change.
No, like Windows Lite or anything like that, or Windows Mobile. It's full Windows.
No, the guys next to our office have them, and they just pop it into a little docking station.
Yeah, no, that's great. But you see, if you've seen the developments over the last couple of years about how the operating systems are starting to kind of, become similar, and the big prediction was that your desktop is eventually going to become one big phone, or vice versa. They're eventually going to blend because the processing speed is getting faster.
Right. I mean, we've talked about this morning, right? Like my MacBook, it's not the greatest computer. It's good enough for me just because it's small and for travel and what I do. I mean, end of the day.
Well, that's your trade-offs.
Right. End of the day, I need a browser. So I'm okay with an iPad with a browser and be fine, just because what I do for a living, right?
Right. You're not editing video.
Right. You don't have to edit video. I don't have to do the graphics. I don't have to code. That's not what I need. I need a browser with the tools that are on the web. I need email and everything else we're in. But for me, it's a cell phone and an iPad would do, right? I could actually work with just off the cell phone if I really needed to.
Right. Exactly.
Which is fine. I mean, I think they squeezed so much stuff, including Apple TV, which is an interesting version of it. They actually waited. To me, I think they waited and been patient for a few years to see what's going to be a market, what people want to use. Like, the whole pencil thing. For the longest time, they're like, there it is, right here.
Yeah, well, it was Steve Jobs' famous saying that if we ever introduce a stylus, we're dead. But I think that pronouncement was made in a different era, and I think things have changed.
People started using it. Like, you see the Samsung Note, people love it.
Yeah.
With a stylus works because, especially for work, I mean, the Surfaces has them and people use them like crazy because it just makes sense, right? There's something about this, right? Like, you just have that, like, this is like weird, whereas this you can.
And I think that the improvements in the performance, the latency, because the old styluses, styli or whatever, however you pronounce that.
That pencil has like
that you'd go to make a thing and then you'd be on to the next thing and the circle's still drawing.
Right, and then you have like, the pencil has multiple sensors to it, like Apple being Apple, basically making it better. And the funniest to me is the way you charge it on a go, right? You pop it into your iPad.
Yeah.
It just charges it. It's like beautiful. It works.
Yeah, I mean, because I've had styli where the thing goes dead, and unless you've got another battery in your backpack, you're done.
Evernote, I think, made a charging one, but you have to have a dongle to it, where these guys are like, here, just plug it into your iPad.
Right. All right, let's move on to TV real quick. The TV, like you said, they'd waited a while to really roll something innovative out. The big rumor was they were going to do an actual physical TV, but everyone knows that TV business is a race to the bottom, and you don't make any money on TV. So why not make a device that can work with every single TV in the world, as opposed to making a TV and then have devices? You wouldn't do both. So I think they're smart in just staying with a device that works, with every TV out there. And the improvements that they've done is really impressive with the universal search. I mean, that's what TV needed, because now it's getting very segmented. Everything is apps. It's not so much, you have a couple channels and there it is. It's your content is segmented over so many different things, and if you can search that, you can search all those things. That saves you. Let me go to Amazon and see. Okay,
right.
Let me launch Hulu. Okay, it's not there, and all of a sudden your girlfriend's like falling asleep on the couch and she doesn't watch the movie anymore because you can't find it.
Right.
And the really nice remote that they have, the Siri remote. I mean, you can do.
There's plenty of services that are trying to do that. I mean, Amazon did the whole searching thing too, but it's just a nicer device. I think that the new device is pretty.
Yeah, it's similar to the Fire remote, but I think obviously Apple, they do everything is a little bit more elegant.
Apple being Apple.
The music app, and there's going to be games. The gaming community was not very happy to hear that the games cannot be used with traditional controllers. You must use the Apple controller to play games on the new Apple TV.
Yep.
And then the thing we need to talk about is the Guilt app, where you can shop. You can shop from your couch, just like you're watching, like you're in an episode.
That was coming. You know that was coming, though.
Oh, sure. It's like an episode. Like an episode of the Jetsons where you're just sitting on your couch. Right?
Beep.
I just ordered a dress. I can't wait to see how many returns. I was drunk shopping while I was watching TV.
New version of QVC, man.
And okay, we're running close on time, so we're just going to quickly go over the new iPhone 6S Plus. These names are really starting to drive me crazy. Same screen, 5.5. New glass, same as the watch. And the real big development is that new camera, 12 megapixel camera that can shoot 4K. Now, I don't know why you'd want to shoot 4K when most people can't see it, but it's pretty damn impressive.
Why not?
Why not? I'm just
for the future.
I'm just wondering, can you toggle from regular HD to 4K, or does it look like because you got to think about someone like me who shoots a lot of video. All of a sudden, you've got your phone taken up with all this 4K video of your dog running around the backyard. So I don't know. All right, the pooch had to get out of the room. Okay. Let's move on.
They're on order, so we'll see when we get them. We'll see how that works out.
Did you order one yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I got to do that this week.
They're all upgraded, so.
All right, we're going to talk about Target. Target is teaming up with Instacart to offer same-day delivery of groceries and household items worth $3.99 in the hometown of Minneapolis. So, of course, this is, again, competing against Amazon. People.
Or any other delivery service, basically.
Say again?
Or any other delivery service, basically.
Yeah. So, but if you look at it, they want to be the first mover in this space. Obviously, in their hometown makes sense because if you look at Amazon did their grocery delivery. They started in Seattle. Now they have 70% of the market share.
Yeah.
Once people start using it, it becomes that's the default service that they use.
Right. We use it for everything, right? Here in New York, though, Instacart has been growing. I've used it a few times. It's okay. They deliver just fine. The problem is something like Fresh Direct. They have their own. Nobody goes to an actual store. Fresh Direct doesn't have a store. It's an actual just warehouse, and people pick it, right? So they're better at picking this stuff than a contractor. Basically, that's who it is. Goes out to the store and goes shopping for you.
Which one does that? Fresh Direct or
Instacart?
Instacart, yeah. It's like Uber. They have like contractors that some of them actually just go to the store and go shopping for you, right?
That's how it works, literally. Here's the list.
You know what? I'm very particular about shopping, but I'm probably not the majority here.
Grocery shopping is hard, yeah. Especially when you have to have somebody that understands, especially grocery shopping, right? Like, you get an apple that's better than another, right? You have to be kind of
right. And this driver's going to go, there's an apple. Apple's an apple. I don't need apples.
Right, I need to hurry up because I need to get another one, right? Because those guys don't get paid that much.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not strolling through the supermarket going, "Oh, it's a lovely day in the supermarket."
Yeah, I think it's like a $4 delivery or whatever that is.
And they're doing that for $4. So, how much does this driver make?
I have no idea.
It can't be great. No. All right, let's move on. Stripe made a big announcement on Monday. They unveiled the one-stop shop buy button. It's called Relay. Again, we've talked about these buy buttons through social networks. It's really, I think, how big brands are going to drive commerce in the future, in the near future, actually. They're talking about, it's all about social commerce. And right now, only Twitter is on board. They made an announcement. It's going to start with Warby Parker and Saks Fifth Avenue. Warby Parker is not really an impulse buy, which is kind of curious to me that they would be the first partner to jump on board.
It's just, well, for this guys, it's more of a it's like Pizza Hut has, not Pizza Hut, Domino's has that, you can order from everywhere, right? It's basically giving a lot more drunk people better way options to buy stuff.
Yeah, but you're not gonna drunk order glasses.
You might accidentally.
You might. Okay. All right.
Your beer glasses.
So far, only Twitter is on board. Pinterest, interesting enough, has declined, which I would think that would be a natural. But aren't they doing?
They have their own.
They have their own, so they want to keep their own. They want to keep it in their own.
You can plug in a Stripe and everything. Like, obviously, Shopify is doing that with Twitter. Like, everybody's trying to do those things. They have to do something about it to shop straight from it. But how, where, when, buy? I don't know if I would buy anything, just off the Twitter thing, but maybe.
Yeah, I think the concern is that instead of going, looking at it from a retailer's point of view, is that they don't want to have to go through Stripe and then be dictated by Stripe where they're going to sell. you know, because certain brands are going to be more inclined to sell on Pinterest than Facebook, than Twitter, depending on what kind of market, you know, they're targeting.
Right.
So I don't know. It'd be interesting. I think, you know, again, we're going to see all these buy buttons come out, and then we'll see some sort of consolidation, or as Pinterest has done, they'll just do their own, you know, keep it in their own ecosystem.
Right. So there it goes.
All right. So you snuck this link in here. New York City plans to make computer science mandatory at all public schools.
I did. This news comes out today. We're taping this on Wednesday, so it literally just came out today. I'm okay with it. The only thing I'm not okay with is why 10 years?
Why 10 years?
They're like, we have to train, you know.
Yeah.
Wait, why? Why 10 years? Why is it so long?
It's the training. You know, what they need to do is they need to have some sort of incentive for, you know, maybe have, I don't know, people in the tech sector to come in, you know, almost as like adjunct professors or something like that, to come in and give some sort of incentive, because in 10 years, a lot's going to change. And I don't know.
Right. I mean, 10 years is just so long. Like, why? Like, there's schools here, they're private schools. I mean, you can go to a coding school for 2 months and learn a lot, right? Don't get me wrong, those kind of things are just programmers, just stuff like that. Engineering and doing computer science is totally different. It's a lot more advanced and stuff, which is fine. But why 10 years? That I don't get. 10 years is too long. I mean, stuff every single month.
You know, I'm wondering if he had to make some sort of concession with somebody down the line because it was politics after all.
Just the number is like, why 10 years? Why not 5? You know, and 5 is too long.
Yeah, I don't get that. All right, let's move on to the product of the week because we got a hard out at 11 o'clock. It is the BB-8. What do we call this? The BB-8?
It's a BB, yeah, Sphero BB-8. It's based on Star Wars.
Character from Star Wars. I've seen a lot of these around because
everybody's starting to have these.
Well, you know what? I've noticed a lot of unboxing videos of these on YouTube. So I'm wondering if Sphero went and, as part of their marketing budget, just gave a bunch of these away, because every popular YouTuber seems to have an unboxing video of this thing.
Yep.
At any rate, it's a cool little device. It's a little remote control device that you can. It actually. Doesn't it work with voice too?
Yeah. So Sphero has these balls that just kind of roll around with your iPhone. But this one, what's cool about this one is that top head on it rolls with it. Like,
it's stationary and the ball keeps going.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
There's some kind of magnet in there that's making that thing run around. I've seen a lot of videos. This is really cool. It's good to torture your dog. I mean, I don't know how, you know. I guess it's great for little kids, but I see all these grown-ups buying them, wondering how long are they going to play with this $149 little remote control device?
Who cares? If they play for one day, it's still sold, right?
Well, yeah. If you're Sphero, it's a beautiful thing. You know, it's a cute little device. It would look great sitting on your desk, and great if you have nice hardwood floors and you can run around with it. But I will not be purchasing one. But if Sphero, if you want to send me one, just send it to my house. I'll take it.
You gonna unbox it video?
I'll do an unboxing video, and then I'll box it right back up and sell it to somebody.
Farther away. Right.
You want to wrap it up? So let's do the closing comments here. If anybody wants to watch our show, this will be posted on YouTube later. Well, actually, on Friday, and you can see it. The YouTube version will have all of the annotations, some editing, some film clips added.
Yep.
In the meantime,
wait. Oh. We forgot one thing.
Oh yes, you added something to the end there, didn't you? Go ahead.
I did. So
big announcement.
Magento, bell. There's
the bell.
Magento. There's a community conference going on next week here in New York called Meet Magento. Come out, hang out. Ask questions about commerce and Magento world.
What's the date?
Meet Magento. We'll put some links in there somewhere.
Well, they'll be linked in here. What's the date?
22nd, whatever the Monday, Tuesday.
All right. We'll include them.
And our fearless production leader or fearless tech leader will be actually speaking.
Mr. Bob Birdie.
Mr. Bob Birdie will be actually speaking, which he loves to do.
We hope to see you all out there. In the meantime, you can follow us on Twitter. I'm John Suter, and you can follow Bart on Twitter, Bart Mirage. You can follow Sumo Heavy at Sumo Heavy, and also you can visit our website, sumoheavy.com. We will see you all next week.